about cinema in as long as it's been around is the screen is big. You start a film and you have an audience of strangers and there's no stopping. And that's the primary thing. And I've even seen, like, on social media, some people being really upset that they can't use the pause button right away. Like, I want, that's my movie. I paid for that movie, and I'm going to watch it the way I want to watch it, and I don't even want it to be in the movie theater. And I'm thinking, there's a short little window of time. It has all eternity where you can stop, you can watch it on any size shit device you want, you can go and play a game while you're half watching, you can skip scenes before you. It's going to exist in that state forever.
Right.
But there's this tiny window where the filmmaker has something to say about the
presentation.
Film.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, people who say that, well, then we don't need you. Stay home and watch the stuff on Blu-ray or on your streaming device or streaming whatever. All right. We don't need those things. All right. I mean, I remember it's But look, I do think that, like,
there's magic in this experience.
No, there absolutely is. There's the collective experience, as annoying as you guys can oftentimes be. All right, when I'm trying to have my collective experience. All right. When it works, I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yeah.
And I mean, and there's actually been, and by the way, there is a little bit where, like, Hollywood people are talking a little bit out of one side of their mouth. And what I mean by that is, for the last 12,
so they have 4
yeah. For the last 12 years, most people in Hollywood watch movies not at the theaters; they watch their screeners.
Right.
All right, at the end of the year, most of the stuff that they're voting for, they're watching it on their screen, so they're doing exactly what they're saying. That, oh my God, heaven forbid, no, it's the real people going out there and paying money, all right, and standing in line, and raising the unwashed masses, but there isn't. I mean, to put a more optimistic look at it is, well, I don't know what's going to happen in the next 7 years. I do know that everything that I kind of loved and held sacred kind of went away. All right, in the last 20 years,
single screen theater.
Well, that's for sure. All right, but also like the hardback. There was the hardback book, and then there was the paperback that would come out afterwards. All right, now actually it's the paperback that's gone. All right, no, if you're gonna buy a book, you got to spend $20. All right, and you get it. All right, I mean, there was a time when the long-playing record album was its own art form. That doesn't exist at all anymore.
Right.
And
song order meant something.
Song order meant every fucking thing. All right. And so we've watched. There used to be a time where people could actually afford to go to theater and plays, and now if you go to a play in New York, it's not made for New Yorkers, it's made for the tourists, and that's why it's all these big revivals and musicals, and it costs at the least $75, usually like $125 or $150. If it's Hamilton, forget about it. So I've watched all those things that were once, like, they were just one of the many staples that were accessible, become this rarefied thing. And to put a happy face on it, with all of them biting the dust as a practical entertainment force for basically just regular people, movies have been the thing that have actually withstood. They have actually held in there. They're holding in here this year. They're holding in here right now. You guys came to see this. All right? It probably costs more than it should. All right? I mean, I remember when movie prices moved from $5 to $5.50. And I thought that was an outrage. I was like, no, a movie should be $5, man. That's the right cost for a movie. All right, and then I was gonna be like a weatherman when movies actually moved up to like $6.75 or $7.25. I wanted to get in the Weather Underground and actually, attack movie theaters. Well, I will do $7.25 worth of damage in every movie theater I go to. do that here. And I tried to talk my friends into this, and they're like, Quentin, this is fucking crazy. You can't do that at the theater show in Bull Durham.
Well, I feel like, you know,